Greetings, fellow nerds. Welcome to another MTG NerdPhil video. You know what we're doing. We are looking at some fun, wacky decks and Kaldheim Standard, climbing up the standard rank ladder. So, as always, if you're interested in that kind of stuff and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that alarm bell, whatever helps you find me a little bit easier in the future. And I will see you when we do some more wacky stuff this week. We have another deck for Fan Submission Fridays. Really excited to do a number 2 of that. If you want to be a part of that, I do have to see that you're subscribed and all that good stuff. So hope to see you on the other side. For now, we are looking at one of my favorite decks. This is a deck I grew up playing when I first got introduced to Magic. Monogreen aggro all the way. But as you know, on the NerdPhil channel, we always do a little bit of a twist. We throw in some cards to make sure the deck does extremely well. So let me show you what we are working with. And by the way, the time you're seeing this video, it's my birthday, so just comment down below, happy birthday. Last semester of law school, lots to celebrate. Even though it's been a crazy time, so appreciate the love. So what are we working with? Gilded Goose, just a 2 of. I cut down on the number of Gilded Goose because I don't need a turn 1 ramp, but it's always nice to have it, and the food for life gain is pretty good. We got an upgraded version of Hexproof Snake Skin's Veil. I actually really like this more than Heroic, or more than Blossoming Defense back in Kaladesh, because this puts a permanent counter. So I actually really like this card. Very good. Instant speed, very cheap. So 3 of that. 3 of Heroic Intervention as well. Gives it indestructible. And as we know, Doomscar is, all over the place. So this is just saying, no thanks, Control. No thank you. There are some decks that still play Extinction Event, but I think the number has decreased because of Doomscar, so really like Heroic Intervention. It's also probably my favorite green card, as you probably know. 3 Scavenging Oozes, because there's still a lot of things in the graveyard, things that trigger off the graveyard, so still a very good card. 2 Wildborn Preservers. Cut down on this because it's a great card. Trades pretty well with certain things that you want it to trade with. But most of the time, since we are playing big stuff, you're not always going to have the extra mana to activate its ability. So cut down a number here. 2 Kazandu Mammoths. Pretty good card. We got Old Gothro. Very strong card. Very good upgrade to Mono Green. So, just 4/4 Trampler and then ramp and then also make another 4/4 Trampler. Like, I don't know how you beat that. 3 Yorvos. Pretty good card. Can be chump blocked, but it gets really big pretty quickly and gets past Heartless Act. 2 Garuks. Really love Garuk as a planeswalker. And I've been pushing for Garuk in a while, and then all of a sudden, CGB starts using it, and then everybody starts using it. I'm just gonna say this: I think I was the first one to really push for Garuk. 4 Questing Beast, of course, one of the best green cards. 2 Vivians, very good planeswalker. And then, of course, another great upgrade, Vorinclex. Just what a card, right? Trample Haste, like, geez Louise. It is just counters, prevents counters. Jeez, this card is just amazing. And then 2 Symbiosis, 3 Great Henges, 4 Castles, 17 Forests, and 2 Fabled Passages. So, I avoided playing Great Henge for a long time because I didn't really feel like Mono Green needed it to win. But with Vorinclex, it's just way too good to pass up. So I finally kind of caved into the pressure a little bit, but only because of Vorinclex, honestly. Mono Green does not need Great Henge to take off. Great card, though. Very good card, but was not necessary. This hand is a little strange. It's not bad, though. I'm just a little worried I'm not going to be able to do too much after turn 2. So I'll keep it. Hopefully we'll to draw into something nice, but kind of banking on a lot, honestly. Okay, looks like we're... I don't know what we're playing against, actually. So we got Old Growth Troll. Pretty good card. Helps with Great Henge just a tad bit. Ramps if it dies. Okay, so against Sultai here, he kept on top. See if I can bait out a removal spell on the Scavenging Ooze, because more removal spells that get used on creatures like Scavenging Ooze or Wildborn Preserver, our bigger stuff sticks. So he probably knows at this point that we are mono green. Alright, now I'm kind of regretting playing the Symbiosis, but that's okay. So he definitely has a removal spell in the Awakening, so kind of want him to use it. Alright, probably gets countered here, but that's okay. We got him for 2. Okay, doesn't get countered. I'm very confused. You counter the Old Growth Tree, you don't kill it. You don't... I don't understand. That was a very strange move, and I don't agree with what just happened, so... Well, we got a free ramp. They play 3 mana to enchant a forest, but it also forced a removal spell out of them, so that's pretty nice. So we're playing against Sultai Control, it looks like. So he definitely has a counter spell. So... I feel like I kind of have to bait out the next one. Because if I get the Vorinclex to stick with a Great Henge, that would also be good. So... Yep, there's a negate. Easy read. Very easy read. Unfortunately, it wasn't just a straight up counter spell. So you might have just another good one in hand. I'm okay with this. That could have been significantly worse. Alright, I'll just get in. You know, if he has the removal spell, he has it. I guess I could have played the Kazandu Mammoth and then hold up Heroic Intervention. I'm not really sure, to be quite honest, but I can see what he's doing though. He's doing the Yori and Blink, the Binding of the Old Gods. It's not a bad combo actually. Very, very cool. Unfortunately, he's missing the double blue. So even if he has a Yorian in hand, it doesn't particularly help him. This is also good because if he double bottomed, very good sign. This is cool though. It's cool. I'm not a big Yorian fan. I'm not a huge control player. But I can stand by this deck. This is cool. All right, lots of Clinging of the Dust. This is good because now I'm going to land the Great Henge. So lots of things. I'm going to hold up for Heroic Intervention. Yep, well, I have no choice now. Oof. Pound Town, here we go. Alright, so I think we have this. We have Heroic Intervention in hand. He'd have to counterspell and he'd have to board wipe and have a counterspell, which is possible given the amount of mana he has, but I think we're good. So just to go for the eliminate. I'll bite. This is on his upkeep, so this is pretty good. He probably wants a counterspell here. Doesn't have it. There we go. That's why you play Heroic Intervention. That's all I'm saying. Snakeskin Veil would have done it too. And we're climbing up the ladder. I always play test these decks a little bit, so you might see like a weird gap in between, but here you go. Yeah, so I think this is the correct way to play mono green. You have all your big creatures. I don't play stuff like Ram Through because I think your threats are big enough to where Ram Through isn't needed. So yeah, protecting I think is always the correct way. I've actually won like local tournaments playing that way. A lot of people were like, oh, you just have to remove the threat. It's like, well, if it has hexproof, then, you know, tough luck. Especially back in the day when Steel Leaf Champion 5/4 couldn't be blocked and then you just protect it. It's just, yeah, take 7 to the face, by the way, if you know, don't have any blockers. So I think that this is, yeah, I just love Heroic Intervention. It's just so stinking good. So I have a decision to make. Depends what I draw, but I might have to put the Kazandu Mammoth as a land, but that's why it's here. Yep, we're gonna do Kazandu Mammoth as a land. A little unfortunate, but it's not the worst by any means either. Okay, so this is probably mono, yeah, this is mono black artifacts, which is fine. I'm not, this deck can hose us, and it does play Extinction Event, but we have a good spread, so something to consider. We're not like totally screwed. Heroic Intervention does look really bad next to Extinction Event, and It is unfortunate, but you know, it's just a good enough card where it's okay. Especially now that Doomscar is just played more, and people have to kind of figure out what to cut, and an Extinction Event sometimes ends up being the cut. So yeah, that's just the way I see things. So he didn't draw a land. That's actually huge. So we can really kind of turn the clock here. Because he'll have to scry for lands now, which means, you know. Alright. Gonna get in here. Get our Yorvo back on. And this is good because this type of deck actually runs Heroic Intervention, or sorry, Eliminate more than Heartless Act. But I'm not going to assume that. In a best of one, I choose Heartless Act over Eliminate. So, alright, gains the life, found the land, there's a Nightmare. It's not the worst, it's not the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Nice Scavenging Ooze. So I'm going to hold up the Questing Beast. Because what this allows me to do is eat certain things and hold up protection. And that way I can get in for a lot next turn. So I think we're in a really good shape here. I do want to speed up the clock as fast as possible. Probably kept the land. I did forget about the phase 2, which kind of sucks, but it's not the worst. Here goes Heroic Intervention. Doesn't really matter, because I get to at least protect something, so I don't really mind. And he's missing, like, double black sources. Oh, okay. Oh, he's Dimir. Okay. I'm not sure what we're playing against, to be quite honest now. I don't care about my graveyard being exiled. Well, I actually kind of do, so I might need to eat at some point. Okay, he's drawing. That's fine. He's going to draw again. So here we go. We protect. Makes sense that he would go for it now, though. Yep. And I actually meant to eat our own dude, but this is fine. I forgot to click, but whatever. So be it. Alright. It doesn't matter whether I do it or not. There, dude. Get in there for a lot. And now he has to removal and hold up a counterspell because he knows I have the second questing beast, so I think we're good. I think we won this. Again, just protecting our creatures, huge. So, now the problem is that we could still top deck land because we're still early in the game, so that is something to consider. But we are good to go. Yeah, I love this deck. Just mono green is just big stompy creatures. Like, who can resist? I don't know. That's my playstyle. I don't know if you guys... Let me know. Are you guys going to play Magic Legends? I'm considering it. I just honestly don't think I have the time for it. Just... Once the semester is over, though, you know, I know some people have been asking me, do I go on Twitch? I probably will once I finish this last semester of law school and I find out what my next job is. And I will still be working full-time, but my schedule will be so much more free, honestly, so... Okay, cool. So this hand, pretty solid. Can't say no. Lots of options with... we haven't gone first, but honestly, this type of deck doesn't need to go first to win, because he just kind of... This looks like a Tybalt's deck, the way he's mulligan. He mulligans so fast. Oh, this is 100% a Tybalt's deck. I actually ran into one and I beat it, because they, like, just... They Tybalt into something that wasn't, like, very good. So... It is possible. But if he just gets something amazing, we'll just scoop here. Because... and I know people have been talking about if they're going to ban the card. I think they're just going to, like, change the name. They're going to say, like, target opponent. But I'm not entirely sure, to be quite honest. I think it's just... Yeah, I mean, at least on Arena, I think they will at least consider it. Yeah, we can scoop here. That's fine. So I'm not really sure if they're gonna. I would imagine for arena they're probably gonna change like how it works. I would imagine, you know, it's gonna switch to target opponent, because I don't know if that was their intention or not. Like honestly, like I don't know if they just forgot that, like, hey, we have all these amazing like high drops that, like, you know, are so worth like just putting in for Tybalt's trickery. But you know, it's kind of hard to like think of that on the spot. Like, you know, it's not, you know, people who break the game like that. I wouldn't even say it's breaking. People who find broken combos like that, they're usually like not developers, because developers would look at that and go, "Huh, wait a minute." Or if they knew what that was actually happening, they'd be like, "Oh wait, no, we can't do this because it's gonna like just, you know, break the game." But honestly, it's not even that bad in my opinion. Because it's like, you found a broken combo. Like, yeah, of course. Like, you know, we do that with like RPGs and stuff too, right? So, you know, just a thought. So he's foretelling. Is this Rakdos Giants? Made a deck on that. Check it out. Okay. So, as tempting as it is to put a counter on, I value the Snake Skill, because I'm pretty sure he's got a Bone Crusher Giant. Watch. I think this is Rakdos Giants. Here's Bone Crusher. And what's awesome about this is that not only does it prevent the damage, he loses the Bone Crusher altogether. Which is why I play stuff like that. It's just so good. Bone Crusher is like one of the best red cards, and we just said no to it. I don't know how I feel about this card, but so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to do it this time, because it gets out of Bone Crusher range. And Questing Beast is 4 damage, pretty much guaranteed. So this is probably Quakebringer. Very good card. Love Quakebringer. I mean, he did work in my Rakdos Giants videos. Heartless Act coming in here. That's fine, because it comes in as enchantment land. So I could do this. Counter. So options here are smacking harder or smacking faster. Well, let's do this then. I'm gonna do this. Take the action. And win the game regardless of whatever I put it. Yeah. So this just dominates so many decks, the way you protect it. So I'm gonna get in for one more. Yeah, the only deck we've lost to is Tybalt's Trickery, because it's Tybalt's Trickery. It's I mean, that's random luck, because, you know, what happens is you scoop or they scoop, because they either get something amazing and you're like, nope, can't deal with that turn 2, see you later, or they get another 0 cost, which they might play it out, but usually they just auto scoop. There's like, no, I want to win through dumb luck, which is fine. Like, not, I think, the way Magic should be played. It's not meant to be solitaire, which is why I have a problem with certain decks, because they play it like solitaire. But once again, I kind of understand. It's like, oh, I found a broken system, I'm gonna break it. That's fine. You know, that's not how I have fun personally, though. We've got some really amazing starts, honestly. Like, just having Heroic Interventions and Snakeskin Veil just has been really good. So this is 100% Doomscar. So the moment I slam down Yorvo, he's gone. And I didn't draw a land. I'm gonna go for it. I don't know. I'm admitting I don't know. If it's Doomscar, it's Doomscar. Okay, so that's nice. There's another Foretell card. So whatever's happening we can at least protect against Doomscar. So he didn't punch the gun, which is great for us. So we have a shot here. I just love it when this happens. Guys, this is my favorite moment. This is my favorite moment. I'm telling you, it's just ugh. Okay. So what I need to do is I actually need to I should have played the Snakeskin Veil actually, because if I put him to 5 and a 4 mana, oh gosh, that was actually a mistake. I should have Snakeskin Veiled so that I could have slammed down the Great Henge. So I actually made a mistake, and this is Doomscar number 2 coming in, and I can't do anything about it. First one looked great though, so I made him waste 2 Doomscars, so I'll take it. So here's Doomscar number 2 coming in. Okay, I don't know what it was then, but maybe you know, it's probably Azorius control, and then he didn't draw his blue land, so ching. All right, I gotta end it there, right? I mean, we were undefeated. We don't beat Tybalt's Trickery. I don't know what deck like straight up beats Tybalt's Trickery, especially when they're going first. So you know, if you know, please let me know, because I want to know the secret and like try it out. But whew, here we go. What a way to end. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, you know, if you're still here, you haven't subscribed, hit any of those buttons down below. Really help me out. And yeah, just give me a nice happy birthday. You know, feeling really feeling kind of old. I'm not that old, but you know, I'm getting there. I'm getting ready for the next phase of life. I'll probably, I don't know if I've hit 200 subscribers at this point, but if I have, I'm gonna do like a life update, just telling you guys what's going on, a special thank you. So yeah, really would love it if you guys want to help me out get there. Right now up top, YouTube, I think it's this way, I don't know which way it is. YouTube is showing a video up top, my most recent upload, and right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically will like. So go ahead, click on one of those videos, explore the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for your next NerdPhil.